Today, from Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he's probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A look at the numbers for Mack from last week. 17 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often, and hope.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So here comes the Titans offense. They'll start with great field position. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
And he's got Rome. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Khalil Mack. Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now a carry from Mack. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a loose football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Marlon Mack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
Kevin Byard up to make the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 47-yard line.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run with Mack. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Marlon
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
at the 34-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Nothing.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And
20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of lead.
Derrick Henry.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Derrick Henry.
That was a really nice job by them picking.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
On the carry.
Derrick Henry with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Fights him off.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, The risk reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 56, Mike 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
56, Mike 56, right there, 56. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mills. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
At the 20-yard line.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
56, Mike 56, right there.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Khalil Mack in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
56, the Mike boys, 56.
He'll drop to throw. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
56 the Mike. 56 is the Mike.
He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live foot. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 20, 10, and the Titans are in for 6. Touchdown. So the problem's really starting to add up now. I mean, they try the field goal in an effort to get a little bit closer, but the block and return make the situation worse.
I like what you just said there. Just trying to get a little bit closer. I think mentally, that's why they were doing it, because really the 3 wasn't going to do them a whole lot of good, but they feel better about themselves now. They feel exponentially worse.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals set to take over. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
2nd and 15. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Evans. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a second to the first half. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
Point after.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bass looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, had he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah.
Just,
and you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
On 3rd down, Henry.
3rd down.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down. They'll run with Henry. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
A first down carry for Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Back to throw. Bass. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Offensive sales because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen. So
and the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
They'll run it again with Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Henry.
At the 5-yard line.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Point conversion.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
27-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll be brought down just just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Going right side here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and
back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
touchdown.
Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on. But apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
That's good for a Cincinnati.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. They'll look to throw again. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He completes this one to Mack. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and choose some clock with Henry.
Derrick Henry.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5.
He's across midfield with a 48.
Now it's Henry.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
To A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off right around the 43. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And he's brought down.
And makes the score Titans.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And partner, the defense, they were keyed in on him early, but his talent shining through as of late.
I like what you said about keyed in, because it all started in their first meeting of game planning for this game, where they went over things with their team and said, all right, this is the guy we have to take out of the game. Make sure you get enough coverage on him, all the different defenses. Sometimes you run everything you can in the first half, and they adjust in the second half and start to play better.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mack. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.